I'm trying again. Okay, hi guys. So I just thought I should start a 10 minutes with Norma, and it's just me talking without any editing. I'm just outside at my balcony, and hopefully you can hear me. I hope it's not too loud. And I want to talk about entrepreneurship. It's been actually 2 years since I've been an entrepreneur, exactly 2 years today. And I just thought I should be the first thing I talk about in the 10 minutes with Norma series that I'm trying to start, of just me talking without really editing any footage. And me being an entrepreneur has obviously made me understand entrepreneurship in my experience. So I wanted to share that. And I know that a lot of entrepreneurship has been designed as this the lifestyle, this cute coffee shop, working by the pool with your laptop, having a lot of money, going on these vacations, and just basically all of that. Obviously, that hasn't been any content from my side, but it's definitely stuff I've seen on social media. And it's definitely something that is possible. But I want to be quite honest. There's a lot of behind the scenes that nobody talks about when it comes to entrepreneurship. There's a lot of anxiety, inconsistent income. There's a lot of stress and not understanding how to market your business, how to manage your finances, just basically a lot of things and pressure that a lot of people don't talk about. And in my journey of being an entrepreneur and, being the one who does the marketing, the accounting, the finance, the customer service, content creation, the salesperson, the one-on-ones, like just basically everything. It's important to understand that if you want to become an entrepreneur, everything will fall on you. So I highly, highly recommend that if you want to become an entrepreneur, do something that you really love, because it will take a lot of you and a lot of your time. But if you really love it, it's not going to be difficult. It's going to be a lot of work and very hard to get through, but it's not going to be difficult if you love it. It's going to be hard, but you can do it. You know what I mean? Because you love what you do. But if you're doing it because it's just money, like for example, if you do drop shipping just because it's just money, you haven't found the winning product, it's going to be so difficult and there's going to be a lot of regrets. You don't want to have any regrets. And another thing I wanted to highlight is what a lot of people are actually looking for is freedom. A lot of people are actually not looking for entrepreneurship. You think entrepreneurship is with freedom up until you become an entrepreneur and then you realize it's actually not freedom. Entrepreneurship is still hard work, just like your full-time job. It's still hard work. But if you're looking for freedom, and when I say freedom, I mean if you're wanting maybe more money so that you feel like you've got more room to breathe in your budget, then a side hustle is also going to be perfect for you. Because I started off as a side hustle, and then obviously I ended up leaving my full-time job. So maybe all you need to do is do your budget and have a look and see how much would make sense to you to receive as an extra monthly that will give you some breathing room, that will help you invest more or pay off debt or take care of really important bills. So when you do a budget and you accommodate everything, and then you're like, gosh, I would use an extra 3,000 Rand in my budget, or I would use an extra 5,000 Rand in my budget, whatever it is, find that number and then have a side hustle that's going to give you that money. Obviously, you're going to do reverse psychology, which it's something I'm going to touch on during the boot camp that I obviously doing every single year. There's our annual boot camp that we do, which is creating content that pays you. So that is launching in July, end of July. But basically, you need to find the number that you need, so the amount that you need to make extra on top of what you're making in your full-time job, and then find out how can you make that. So talking about freedom, another thing when it comes to freedom, some of us actually just need freedom to be with your family more. Some of us are, working too much, and being an entrepreneur doesn't mean you're now going to have all the time with your family if you don't have a proper system, a proper structure, and enough money coming in. So finding how to get that time freedom with your family, with a full-time job, is also going to be important. And then you're getting that freedom without leaving a stable job. But if you can leave a stable job because the business that you have is already making a consistent income, then that is also perfectly fine, which is kind of what I went through. So what you need to do is ask yourself this question: do I want to be an entrepreneur, or do I just want freedom? That freedom to have enough money to take care of my family. So that answer, whatever that answer is, will then determine which direction to take. So if it's, for example, you just want freedom, I just need more money, then don't leave your job as yet. Focus on what skill you need to learn so that you can start a side hustle that will pay you, so that will increase your savings accounts, that will increase your investments, and become a solid second stream of income while you have your full-time job that is a stable stream of income. So you can start there and then build slowly from there. And then once your second stream of income starts giving you more and consistently more than your first stream of income, then you can think of, okay, now I would like to become an entrepreneur, because now I need more time freedom and doing what I love, but also I'm comfortable that I've got a good emergency fund, I've paid off my debt, and I have enough to leave my full-time job. I'm going to put myself in a situation where now my side hustle becomes like a full-time job and I hate it now. You don't want to do that to yourself. And I truly, truly believe that every single woman should listen to this video. Every single woman should learn how to start a side hustle, should build a business, should learn a skill that will bring them 2, 3, 4 streams of income. One of my streams of income is YouTube, and I need to show up more on YouTube because it does bring in money that takes care of other bills, which is my subscription. So it doesn't bring in too much, but I trust that it will in the future. But besides just Google AdSense, I do get also customers and clients that buy my products through YouTube, which brings me other streams of income. Yeah, so I just hope that today's 10 minutes with Norma was helpful. It made you think of, what it means to become an entrepreneur. And, you do get that time freedom. But with time freedom, it can get dangerous as well, because if you don't have time management skills, then that time freedom is going to get you to the point where you are broke, because you're going to have so much time that you can literally Netflix and chill all day, and no one is going to chase after you. So it gives you that time freedom, and also the money that you make is uncapped. So you can make so much money being a business owner, entrepreneur, content creator, whatever you want to call it. You can make so much money, but you can also not make so much money. So it's something that you need to ask yourself. So I really wanted the freedom and the time, and it hasn't been easy for me, because I feel like as you become an entrepreneur, you become someone new, and you have to find yourself on that new chapter and stop trying to hold on to Norma, the employee, but actually Norma, the actual entrepreneur. Now it's all on me, and unlearning all the things I knew as an employee was so difficult, but also because of my why was so big, I could endure anyhow and anything that I was going through. So I hope you enjoyed 10 minutes with Norma, and I'll see you on the next one.